So we have just seen the launch of the new DJI Goggles N3, a perfect combo for the DJI Neo. But with this, we now also have a new DJI Fly and firmware update for the DJI Neo drone as well. And it's not just compatibility with these new goggles, it also brings some new features as well. So to get all this working, it's available right now. You need to actually download the new DJI Fly update either on the iOS or the Android store. So go and actually update that first of all. Turn your DJI Neo on with your actual phone, and then you will see a prompt to actually update the firmware on your DJI Neo. So the DJI Fly is version 1.15.4 and firmware version 01000400 for the DJI Neo. So firstly, add support for the new DJI Goggles N3. So I've done a full dedicated video on these, so go and actually check it out at the end of this video if you've not seen that already. But basically these goggles were made for the DJI Neo and the DJI Avata 2. But it's like the perfect and like cheapest way of getting into that FPV experience with your DJI Neo without spending a lot more on like the DJI Goggles 3. It's like $580. These are $229. It's got an integrated battery, external antennas, really good range. But now it's just a one screen setup. So inside of here, you just have one 1080p panel. So you can wear these with glasses. So the actual setup, whole experience, it is just super easy to use. You turn these on, you turn your DJI Neo on, and that is it. There's no like pairing needed. Everything just works really good. But go and check out my full video on these. But for actually FPV, using the FPV functions on here, but have the immersive experience of the goggles, this is an awesome match. But aside from that, one of my most use cases on the DJI Neo is simply just taking this with me. I've got my phone with me all the time and I can just fly this directly from my phone. I don't need any controllers, no cables. And now it's got even better. So on the DJI Fly app on your phone, once you've got this update, what you can do is you can now fully control your DJI Neo on your phone, just like it could before, but now it has a full screen view. So you go into your DJI Fly app, you actually go to manual control, you click take off, the drone will actually take off in the air all from your phone, and now you have a little square icon in the corner. So you click on that and now you have a full screen view. So it's great for just actually manually controlling this. It's like playing a video game, but really you're flying your DJI Neo. It's so much fun. But also the view is much better because it's in horizontal mode. Before it would be vertical like this. You'd have a live screen preview at the top of your DJI Fly app and then the two joysticks at the bottom, and everything just got a little bit too squashed together. Now as soon as you click enlarge, it goes to horizontal. So now you have these two large joysticks in the corner, but also a full screen view. So I've been using this on my iPhone 16 Pro Max and it is awesome getting this really big feed, exactly what my drone can see out this camera. But I've also been using like the iPad mini as well to get an even bigger and better experience. But if you're just using your phone, this is fantastic. If you like flying your drone manually with just your controller, having a really cool setup, you can take this drone everywhere with you, keep it in your bag, your pocket. You're going to have your phone with you and now you can fly it, but an even better experience. Now the camera on here, it's not fantastic, but for social media use, it's more than good enough. But we now have a new update on here which brings vertical shooting mode. So now you can actually go under the settings and you've got 4K, you've got 1080p, and you've also got 1080p now 16:9. So what this is going to do is going to now actually crop in on that 4K image. So if that 4K image wasn't actually brilliant for video to start with, it's actually now cropping in the light even more. So it's going to be worse than that 4K horizontal feed. So don't expect it to be brilliant. But if you want to get some content for like Instagram Reels, for TikTok, that's going to be more than good enough. So a lot of people are actually asking, does this shoot in vertical? Well, yes, now it does. And also you can then go into your manual controls, just like I mentioned. You can fly this drone manually yourself with just your phone, still got into vertical shooting mode, hit the enlarge button and have that larger screen to actually frame yourself when shooting vertical. So you now have horizontal mode on the DJI Neo and vertical in 1080p. And they've also added improvements to the noise reduction software when recording audio directly through your phone. So if you don't know what I mean by this, on the DJI Neo, what you can do is you can actually just hit record. The drone will start actually recording the video feed from the drone's camera, but it will record all the audio from your phone. This is pretty cool if you want to actually vlog with your DJI Neo, but now it's got even better. Before it would apply like loads of noise reduction, and some people just thought that was too much. So now you can choose. So you've got natural and pure. So pure is going to be like intense amount of noise reduction. So if you're in like a super noisy place, then it's going to drown out all of that noise, including all the propellers, and you're just going to hear your voice. It's really cool actually how it works. Then you've also got natural as well. So say you're in an area where it's not that loud, it will actually just apply a little bit of noise reduction. So it actually takes away some of this propeller-like whining noise, but you're still going to hear some of the natural sounds as well. So you now have that choice. Now, unfortunately, what we don't have still yet is the ability to reduce the sharpness on the DJI Neo. You see, when using just your phone, it is super sharp, too over processed. It's not the fantastic image. So I brought up my own DJI Neo LUTs, which automatically is going to reduce that sharpness. But unfortunately, we can't go under the camera control settings on the DJI Neo, and there's no option to turn them down. DJI seem to be giving us more and more features. We now have vertical video mode, we've got full screen mode. So they certainly are applying a lot of resources to DJI Neo, trying to make it better. So it would be great if we can have a sharpness and noise reduction tool within the app that we can actually reduce this. We have it on the RC controllers, we have it on the Goggles N3. We need it on the DJI Fly app as well. So if you want to see that happen, just put in the comments, please give us sharpness adjustments. And I'm sure DJI will see that, and it'd be great if we can actually have that via a firmware update by the end of the year. That would be awesome, because I'm sure these will be super popular for the Christmas market, for giving these out for kids, giving them out for your friends and family who want to get into flying drones, whether it's cinematic or FPV. This is great, but we can make the camera better by allowing us to actually reduce that sharpness, which at the moment is just too much. It needs to be reduced. And the only way you can do that is to buy my LUTs or go into editing and actually reduce that sharpness yourself. So come on, DJI, give us that option. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe, because I've got loads of videos coming really soon. I'm going to check out the DJI Goggles N3 video at the end of this one to see how these two are matched and why these are probably the cheapest and best DJI goggles you can get. See you on the next one.